I don't do that any longer.
Our staff really understands people, and they really touch the patients, not just with their hands, but with their hearts.
He not only is a skilled clinician, but he also has a very tender, loving way that's evident to the patients.
You're sitting there waiting for your opportunity to really gel with that jury, whether it's in the voir dire when you're asking questions or in an opening statement. And you've got to come out. You've got to shine.
There's something special about a smile, and it means the same thing in any language. A smile can light up your life and the lives of those around you. It can win a friend or disarm a foe. A brilliant, healthy smile helps you realize your full potential. You look better, you eat better, and you feel better about yourself. Every day, the skilled medical professionals at Prosthodontics Intermedica use state-of-the-art technology to enhance the lives of thousands of patients. When you entrust your dental care to these doctors, their artistic and clinical expertise will enable you to have the smile that lets the real you shine through. A bold statement, perhaps, but our source is the best possible one you can find, the patients themselves.
I was always afraid if I was coming down a mighty roller coaster or going up on a humongous Ferris wheel that from laughing, my teeth would fall out.
As a teenager, I had orthodontics done, and they pulled my teeth to make room in my mouth, and it was not necessary for them to pull my teeth at the time.
I was a denture wearer from the time that I was 18 years old. I had a full denture and a partial.
I was having difficulty with eating, and I had some discomfort with it. It was just getting worse.
Every now and then, you just feel like tearing them out of your mouth and throw them up against the wall. You know, they just irritate you.
My whole life was my mouth. It's all I talked about, it's all I worried about, it's all I thought about.
Dr. Balshi's a perfectionist, so he wanted it right. And I wasn't worried so much cosmetically, but I wanted to be able to chew and eat properly and that kind of thing. So the cosmetic part was fringe benefit, really.
I call them my happy teeth because I'm constantly smiling and they make me happy. I mean, that sounds silly, but I'm very happy with what Dr. Balshi has done.
Dr. Balshi has been a leader in the prosthodontic field for more than 20 years and is one of the pioneers of the Brånemark system of dental implants, the clinical standard for restorative care. More than that, he's an artist.
Many times Albert has said that Dr. Balshi is the Michelangelo of dentistry.
Absolutely. And of course we all know the quality of work that Michelangelo has done and has stood out throughout the ages.
Dr. Balshi only expects perfection. He won't expect anything less. He's taking an impression, he will take it 5 times if he has to in order to ensure that this patient is getting the best care.
I think he sees a lot of people come in that are really unhappy with their teeth, their mouths, and he tries to help them feel better about that. You know, he takes a personal interest.
Dr. Balshi is very professional, caring, very compassionate.
Every time I laugh heartily, I always think of Dr. Balshi because there was a time in my life, for a long time, that I could never do that.
They used to call him the Michelangelo of dentists. He's more like a Michael Jordan of dentists, in that he took the craft to a whole different level.
He knows I tend to be claustrophobic, and he respects that. He hasn't tried to, oh, you'll be all right. He has done everything to accommodate that, even to the extent of allowing some of his staff to hold my hand while I'm sitting there in the chair and he's doing the operating. And I just think that's remarkable of a dentist.
Only 2 prosthodontists currently in private practice in southeastern Pennsylvania have been certified by the American Board of Prosthodontics. Dr. Balshi is one of them. His partner in Prosthodontics Intermedica, Dr. Glenn Wuffinger is the other. They share a passionate commitment to ideal patient care. Like the doctors, the entire staff radiates dedicated expertise. Trained in oral cancer screening, skilled at working with patients having special needs, and well-versed in languages from Spanish to Chinese. The treatment plans incorporate the highest level of biomedical technology, including computer-generated crowns and dental implants with accelerated healing potential. The result? Patients are convinced that medicine and magic often happen together at Prosthodontics Intermedica. Listen to this story.
My first encounter was with Maureen, and she will be in my heart forever, because as I went in there with the thought that nothing could be done, and she said, it can be, just relax, we'll take care of it.
When Kathy came into the office, I realized immediately that she was very nervous, and she had a lot of dental work done in the past, and so she was apprehensive from that standpoint.
I felt that everyone viewed me as not having taken care of my own teeth, not having been responsible for my teeth.
She came to us feeling that she was too young to have dentures, and she wanted permanent teeth.
When I had the implants, it was saying, see, I really do care about my teeth. I took that step. I went a step beyond. I am interested in my dental health.
We were able to give her implants to reconstruct her mouth and give her a really beautiful smile.
I think that in the end she left the office smiling, and she had tears of happiness when she left, as opposed to tears of being afraid and embarrassed.
How good does it feel to smile? It feels as good as chocolate tastes.
I came to Prosthodontics Intermedica because the dentist I had been seeing ran into some difficulty in terms of work that he said required a specialist. Some things that he could not handle.
Susan Eastburn, like every patient that comes to Prosthodontics Intermedica, goes through a detailed evaluation where data is gathered and then analyzed, and from that we develop a plan that describes every little process that the patient will go through to have this ultimate beautiful dental reconstruction.
I saw the condition of my mouth deteriorating. I certainly knew enough to know that this does not, unless taken care of, this does not get better.
I always thought she was pretty. She was really primarily upset that she couldn't really function with her mouth the way it was.
I would look in the mirror and smile, and one front tooth was always more crooked than the other, and I would always hold a finger up and cover. I thought, you know, if this was just a little better, my smile would look better. This was just a little straighter. And I often remember looking in the mirror thinking, you know, you can have your hair done, you can be wearing just the right thing and the right amount of makeup, but if your smile isn't pretty, if your smile is not appealing, if you're not happy with it, that makes a tremendous difference in the way you feel and the way you look.
Susan was primarily my clinical patient. When she first came to see me, it was very difficult to get her to smile, and that was her chief complaint. She didn't like the way her teeth looked. Not only did she have problems with the way the teeth looked, but she also had some missing teeth as well. And what we did for her was we placed some Brandmark dental implants to replace the missing teeth. We did some conventional crown and bridge work to help restore some of the teeth that she did have, and she also needed to have some orthodontic treatment before we were able to finish the case for her.
This has been one of the most positive experiences I have had. You come in, you're greeted, you are acknowledged, the staff is warm and friendly. You are made to feel that they are genuinely concerned and interested in everything you're having done, and in fact they are.
She's just a totally different person. You can see it.
When we finished the treatment for Susan, it was no problem to get her to smile.
I feel better about everything. I feel better about myself. I feel better about my appearance. I am more confident when I talk to people. As I said, I no longer feel the need to cover my mouth whenever I smile or laugh, which I do a lot during the day. When you look your best, you work your best, you play your best, you do everything better. It's that simple. When you feel better, you have more energy. You're more positive, you're more optimistic, you're just generally happier. It has been that kind of experience for me. As I said, this is one of the best decisions I ever made, and I am so thankful that it was presented to me in a way that, look, I know we are telling you there's an awful lot of things really that are going to be involved in this, including braces, but this is going to be the end result. And it absolutely was. I'm even more pleased than I thought I could be.
And she left here with a beautiful smile, with a warm and enthusiastic understanding for what we do. And like the title says, Luciat, let it shine. Sue lets it shine.
How important is a healthy smile to an attorney? You'll find out when Let It Shine returns in just a moment.
Let it shine, lasciateli brillare.
让我们从心里发出微笑。
Lasst es glänzen.
Let it shine.
Welcome back. We have smiles to go. Healthy teeth are critical to a healthy personality, and at Prosthodontics Intermedica, all patients are offered total oral and facial rejuvenation. For one patient, attorney Davey Yockey, a new smile made an amazing difference.
Well, I came in the office with numerous dental problems. I've had some dental problems for a long time. And Dr. Balshi said to me, Davey, you need some work here, and you need to do it in a comprehensive way.
Davey Yockey is a really wonderful example of a multidisciplinary approach to a dental facial reconstruction. Not only did Davey have orthodontic treatment to straighten his teeth, but he also had orthognathic surgery to move the jawbones around. Following that, we were able then to rebuild his smile by using dental implants and traditional crowns.
Just the way he is, he kind of like guaranteed me that when I was done, it was going to like change the way I looked and the way I felt about myself.
Before we treated him, Davey would find it very difficult to smile. In fact, he wouldn't smile. And he commented to me once that people always think I'm angry or sad.
When you walk up to a group of people that you don't know and you're a little afraid to smile, you know, I mean, because you're not really happy with the way you look. I always had teeth that I was never happy with. And then all of a sudden, I could go up and say, hey, how you doing? What's new? Feel good about myself and therefore get people to open up to me.
After his reconstruction, Davey had a completely different appearance. And he was happy, he was smiling. He could walk in front of a jury and smile at them and show his beautiful teeth. And it really did change his outlook on life.
A smile is a very powerful piece of your presentation. I've seen a difference with my juries, I've seen a difference with my clients. But when it was all done, I was absolutely amazed at how it changed the way I can present myself to other people.
Can you put a dollar amount on the value of a beautiful smile? Well-crafted, well-maintained prosthodontic work is a lifetime investment, so it pays to choose a practice wisely.
When you come into the office, it's kind of like going for a visit with some friends. And I'll be very honest with you because that's how I feel. They are all very friendly.
They seem to know my case. They knew where I was going. They knew where I was when I presented into the room. And they were very encouraging.
Everything was positive. The staff was wonderful. All the operations turned out well. Everything went well. Oh, the staff was great, really great.
Everyone there was so helpful, and you just felt like you were at home.
The ambiance of the office is incredible. It's unlike anything else that I and we have experienced.
You walk in and they know you, they greet you, they come in, they say hello. So it's just a great office, a nice environment.
And I know there was times that I was cold in the chair. They even brought a snuggie blanket for me. So I mean, that's, to me, there's so many nice little things that the staff provides and does for you.
I actually look forward to making the trip. I really do.
There were various stages of this, and the fittings and the trying on, and it's worth every penny of it. particularly whenever you look at the end product and you want it to be comfortable and to be natural.
When I heard about the process, and I put it together with the man who was going to do it, and I added the experience I had with that man and with that office, that was enough to convince me it was a very good investment and one that I could put together intellectually and come up with an answer that seemed to make sense.
I wanted to have the work done, and I wanted it to be done well.
I don't think you can put a cost on something that would have such a dramatic impact on your life.
See, it was all worth it, wasn't it?
In any field, there are professionals with skill and experience. What sets them apart is their vow to offer premium care to everyone who seeks their help.
Well, I had a long-term problem with a tooth that had a fractured root that was very hard to diagnose, and went to neurologists and other specialists and trying to determine what the pain was from. And when it was finally determined that was the cause, the removal of the tooth created a very large space, and I had to have either a removable appliance or implants done.
I've known Dr. Geller for 25 years or more. As a colleague, we taught in dental school together. He was a professor in diagnosis, and I was teaching in prosthodontics.
As a practicing dentist, I certainly need to have the credibility of a good smile to have any kind of relationship with my patients. I'm very focused on their teeth, and they can't really take me seriously if my teeth are not as sound as they think their teeth want to be.
When Larry Geller came to me as my friend and as a professional colleague, I was very honored to treat him as my patient.
Wherever he was practicing, that's where I'd go. And fortunately for me, it was only 40 minutes away. If it was 400 miles away, I'd go.
It really is one of the greatest compliments for a doctor to treat another doctor.
As a practitioner, it's a wonderful feeling being on the other side and not having to do anything but just be cared for. And sometimes by 5 people at once. And it's just, you feel like a king because you've got such attention focused on you. And it's not, it's attention by very skilled people as well.
At any age, a permanent change in your smile will enrich your life. You'll find out why in just a moment when Let It Shine returns.
Let it shine. Déjalo brillar.
Пусть ваша улыбка украсит мир.
Let it shine. Welcome back to Let It Shine. Are you ever too old to do something that dramatically improves the quality of your life? This charming couple doesn't think so.
Well, I had lost a number of teeth in the upper left and had a partial.
And she came in and she told Dr. Washi, please help me, because she had removable appliances in the upper left. I need to do something, I can't wear this.
My daughter-in-law kept saying, you don't look right, so I thought I'd better do something about it.
And Dr. Washi suggested implants. We placed 3 implants on the upper left and we gave her a permanent bridge. Since then, she's very happy.
I'd become dissatisfied with returning to the dentist frequently for corrections of my dental problems, and so I became interested in the idea of having something permanent.
He started treatment because he said, Mrs. Mariconi is so happy with the implant, maybe I'd like some implants too.
There was one of the staff whose name is Lucy, who is Italian, and so we had a lot of conversations in Italian.
And they say, hi Luciana. I say, hi Mr. Mariconi.
And she couldn't convince me in English, but she did in Italian.
He speaks Italian very, very well.
Ma non fare il stupido. È buono per te. Don't be stupid, it's good for you.
When I say hello, Mr. Mariconi, I say hello, Luciana, and I say, how's your implant? Wonderful. I enjoy eating, I love it, and I can eat anything. And also they look good.
A smile is a gift that is given to lift worries from the heart of those who can't part with so precious a thing. A smile is enough to waylay any tough, and is sure to waylay the hardest of hearts that beat.
It's a very wonderful couple, and I love them.
The decision to undergo long-term restorative dental work is never an easy one, but it helps to know where to find the professionals who can perform the procedure in the most efficient, effective way possible. Thousands of patients who agonized over the decision to make a permanent improvement to their well-being are now living healthy lives and smiling confidently. Because of the compassionate care of the professional team at Prosthodontics Intermedica, they are able to let it shine. What about you?
I think now, like, I'm not afraid to smile, I'm not embarrassed to smile, and I think that my smile is actually one of my best features. And that overall it gives me this, like, healthy glow.
I was amazed. I show people now and they can't even believe that they're implants. They look better than my real teeth.
I said to Dr. Bolsche, I said, "Doctor, now what can I do and what can I not do?" He said, "These are your teeth." He said, "They're just like the teeth you had originally. You eat whatever you want."
Changed my whole life. I used to, in the past, I would not want to be in public. I would not want to go to restaurants. I wouldn't want to be in the company of others at any time that I ate. And now I go everywhere and do everything and can eat anything.
Well, I think my diet's better. I eat a bigger variety of foods. I feel more comfortable.
I had this great smile that I never had before because I always had 2 holes, and I don't know, it was great.
When you smile, or you feel like you want to smile, you don't want to lose whatever you have inside, and this gives you the certainty. And it gives you a good feeling. There's no pain to it, and it's a completely refreshing, wonderful procedure.
I really did not have any pain, and that's the truth. I never experienced any pain with it.
Before they even started, everything was explained to me. I knew what they were going to do.
It was everything he said it would be, and I am very pleased I met him.
He's just a special talent, and he's like a once-in-a-generation kind of talent.
So many patients cry. They touch and they say, "I can't believe it, it's a miracle."
Wonderful. It feels natural, and I don't have to hold back.
See, 2 words. 3 words. Si mangia bene.
Can you tell which ones aren't real? And nobody can tell, like, they're perfect.
One eats well.
Maxime Pulcherime, the greatest and the most beautiful.
Glorious sun, the rainbow, a full moon. All give me the feeling of greatness, joy, pleasure, excitement.
It's worth every dime. I would do it again and again and again. It's worth every dime.
I would be desirous of submitting to anything that would make my existence more comfortable, even if I were 100. And I'm not, am I? No, I'm not.
I think I was always conscious of people's smile of the mouth, but I'm even more conscious now because I look so great and I want everybody to look great.
I've been there, and I know what they're going through. I was rock bottom low, and I know, and now I can smile.
I like to see them go from tears of apprehension to tears of joy.
I feel I made a wonderful decision, and it's paid off the rest of my life.
Although Prosthodontics Intermedica has the technical capabilities of providing patients with exquisitely beautiful crowns and fixed bridges and dental implants, there's a lot more to us than that. We're really more about treating the entire patient. We really care about the patient's physical well-being and their psychological well-being, as well as rebuilding their smile. And so it really gets us excited and enthusiastic when we have patients who respond to us in such a way that they become enthusiastic about their treatment. And we can see changes in their personality as they go through this treatment process. And they really then begin to let it shine.
Lucia, which means let it shine.
Smile at me, Daddy.
It will try to tell you.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you so much.